Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello guys, and welcome to Gusto Reaction, and we are here again for one of the hottest boy, Fireboy. He got fire. You see his name that is even like the right will say Rukolonro. Because he has fire in his name and then he's on fire.
Possible. Fireboy DML.
DML.
Yeah, Damola was the
Yeah, Damola.
Fireboy. I think yes. He's always seen himself as someone who is fire to people. Yeah, so yeah, you can say Rukolonro. Yeah.
Looking at Fireboy's journey, from 2018 or 2019 when Jealous dropped.
Even before Jealous, the journey has done taste. I mean, him, Check, Oxlade, they've been at it for quite a while. Him and Oxlade have a particular song together.
King.
Yeah, it was the King, yeah. And that was what? I think that was 2018 too, way before Jealous.
Has it been a smooth ride for him, like in terms of the quality of music he drops? Has it dropped the bar, or is soaring higher than when it's time?
That's difficult. I think the quality has always been there, right? But in terms of preference for me, I would prefer the first album over the second album. So does that mean there's a drop in quality? I think maybe slightly, but I mean there are still people who prefer the second album to the first one.
True.
But the first one was just caught everyone by surprise. Somebody new in the industry has made so much impact that he would in that short period of time. Yeah. So I won't say quality dropped really. I mean the drop in quality was so much, but I think maybe slightly. But with what you have with Peru right now and several other appearances on other people's songs, I don't think there's any. I think there's just been like a constant level of quality from Fireboy.
Fireboy. The third album is loading. Do you think it's gonna be better than the first and second?
Well, I want it to be. Definitely better than the second. If it's better than the second for me, then yes, he has another fire album in his hands. But right now, the fan base has grown bigger. There's more people who know Fireboy. There's more people who want to hear from the Fireboy. So he has a much more solid backing behind him, and I think things can fall in place perfectly on this third one.
The Peru the remix dropped, which is like the life-changing moment for Fireboy, and it got on the Billboard. At any point in Fireboy's life when he started music, would you have thought of making the Billboard in a short time?
Well, most of these artists, well, some of them would think, oh, this is what I want to achieve. There's people who said, because oh, I don't want to be on the
Remember
Billboard.
Burna Boy's goal was Grammy.
But yes, and he worked towards it, and he got it. So Fireboy hasn't really talked about being on this platform as is one of his goals as a musician. But I think every artist wants to be involved in any of these top charts across the world because it's so monumental for them. It's like it's a signal that they are doing something right and they are making progress with their music. So yeah, this is nice for him.
He started the Apollo tour, 2022 USA Apollo tour, even though he had a UK date in there, in New York. A couple of locations sold out. He's had about 4 or 5 at this moment that we are shooting. He sold out about 2 of them, which is like great. 2K capacity, 3K capacity, which is like not bad at all. People singing up back to back. His performances at this tour, would you say that it is right as much as you expected?
Yeah, I think Fireboy does well to sing very well. Performs with a set with a band behind him, and from the clips I've seen so far, people are having a dope time on Fireboy's concerts. He himself is having a dope time, and you're seeing fire pictures, you're seeing fire clap, what's it called, JPEGs. Now this is one of the locations on sold out locations, and see. Although you might look like, oh, it's just a small one. No, it's not easy for someone who's been such a big star, well, in Nigeria, to now go and do the same thing outside. So they usually have to start small, 1K, 2K, or sometimes 5K. When you start hitting 5K, you know that on a level don't they change. But for someone of his level doing a tour in the US for the first time, he is packing the much needed crowd. He's doing the same as what Omale had done and been successful with. So I think he deserves some plaudits.
Some plaudits for that one. He tweeted at the Providence, "Thank you, first night, first city, and y'all gave me the right amount of energy and love I needed to get started. New York City next tonight. I go Fireboy Day 2 of the Tour Madness. Sold out my first show in New York. Energy on the 100. Up next, Silver Spring. He also sold out that one. At the Fillmore. Sold out 2. Tomorrow we shut down in Cleveland. Big love, appreciation to everyone for the birthday message. He dropped this one on his birthday. Like, how excited would an artist be seeing people come out for you, buying tickets to your show and all of that?
It's the dream. It's the dream. And yes, and apart from him, just he will also make some money off going on tour in the US. So it's I mean, he's working with one of the most renowned Afrobeats show promoter in the US, right? Duke's Concept. They did Olamide, did Fireboy, did Wizkid in the US, in some cities. So yeah, they are having a good time. He would be happy that at least I mean, people are showing up for my show. I'm doing a show in the US and people are showing up. It's cracking the next level, right? And people are happy for him. I don't quite understand.
I was gonna talk about this costume, like, yo, shoe bang bang bata. Like, what was this about?
I don't know which one. When I first saw it, I'm like, she Omi Yara. You know, in Nigeria there's floods in some areas. I've lived in an area where there's flood and we have to use these boots to come out.
Rubber boots.
And the people in Lekki, they know themselves very well. As big as Lekki is, when it comes flooding, everybody has one of these boots in the house. I don't know. They just pimp this one somehow. Well, style.
Anyways, also behind the team, you guys doing your thing. His face looked
smooth.
Like he hasn't had enough sleep.
No, it's not. See, when you go on tour, you're not. There's no time for rest though.
Because from rehearsal,
you're going in there again, performing, rehearsing the set, performing the setup, you perform. So it's a packed February for Fireboy. Very busy February, right? Olamide is just stressing the boy out unnecessarily because he needs after this make it just relax more. But I like what he did during the rush of December. He didn't follow anybody to drag. He just bided his time. At the time, he just did his own concert in January when there's no rush, and then in preparation, everything just flew into this what we're having now in the US. And it's all good.
Looking at recent times, are we saying that Fireboy is one of the guys that are having smoothest run in the music industry?
Well, it's the kind of run he's had has actually been smooth. If you think about it, right from the first album to the second, there's been little or no hiccups along the way. Hopefully there won't be an Oxlade hiccup along the way. But he's had a smooth run. That doesn't mean he's had it like that all his life. You know, there was a story behind the journey. And you just have to give kudos to the guys who had the vision behind the scenes. People like the ST that you mentioned, people like Olamide, and people like Empire who believe so much in this guy's talent and they're working so hard to bring it to light.
Finally, before we go, artists have ups and downs in their music industry. There are times whereby an artist will not even get a hit single in a long time. Do you see any of this happening to Fireboy?
Well, see now, these people now, because they've crossed over to being not just Nigerian artists, international stars, it's so hard to now say, to now subject them to having hits by Nigerian standards. Even if they don't have hits by Nigerian standards, is the song good enough for people outside of the country to get? If that's the case, they're happy with it. They will make the numbers, right? They will make the money. So do they now need someone in Nigeria to call their song a hit? But if they have both of them, it's fine. That's the perfect scenario.
So finally, as we go, how would you rate the tour Fireboy has had so far? Over 100, the locations he's been through and all of that.
I think he's been doing so well. Sold out a couple of locations. Videos I've been seeing, very, very nice videos. There was a part where I saw where he was having a time with the sax guy. Sax guy was so much. I mean, he was having a fun as well that he almost even fell down, tripped over. And Fireboy was having fun with the dreads, singing his lungs out, and people are enjoying it. I don't know, maybe one of our US people that are watching, Simi Sola and Co. Please, do you want to invite me to the US so that me too can come and listen to enjoy Fireboy? And they decide they beg, but I decided to beg.
Anyways, guys, let us know what you think. Fireboy Apollo tour in the US. How far has it been? So far, so good. What do you think has been going on with the tour. And if you've been to the locations, drop your comment below how well you've enjoyed Fireboy on the tour. Catch you on the next episode of Gusto Reaction. Till then, stay hot like Fireboy.